Quiet on set. We are live in 3, 2. Welcome to the control room. See these monitors? That is the live feed of your life. Right now. That one is you reading a text. That one is you stuck in traffic. Nothing is happening. It is the most boring footage ever shot, and yet somehow you are on the edge of your seat. Why? Because you have got a director in here, and the director never, ever clocks off. Here is the thing nobody tells you about this studio. It is always running. You are thinking every single second you are awake, the way you are breathing every single second you are awake. And just like you're breathing, you completely forget it is happening. The ONAIR sign has been lit your entire life. You just stopped seeing it. Now watch what the director actually does, because this is the whole trick. The footage on those screens? Neutral. Flat. Raw. But the director takes that raw feed and he cuts it together. He picks the camera angle. He drops in the music. He turns the color warm, or he turns it cold. And whatever he does in this booth is the thing you feel out there. Your feeling is not the footage. Your feeling is the edit. Let me prove it. Roll the tape. Same clip, everybody. A little girl, rescued from a burning building. Safe. Here is edit 1. Swelling strings, warm gold light, slow push in on the smile. And you feel a lift. Relief. Wonderful. Now, same footage. Edit 2. Kill the music. Drain the color to gray. Cut to a tight, cynical zoom and stamp it. Typical. Papers only run one nice story a year. And now you feel flat, deflated, cynical. Same footage. Opposite feeling. Nobody changed the little girl. Somebody changed the edit. And here is how you know it was the edit and not the footage. If the raw feed created the feeling, then every single person watching the same clip would feel the exact same thing. But they do not. 10 people read the same news, and you get 10 different feelings because there are 10 different directors in 10 different booths, each cutting their own version. The event is shared. The edit is private. Now, the director is fast. I mean genuinely, alarmingly fast. The gap between the thought and the feeling it creates is a tiny fraction of a second. Faster than you can catch. You never actually see him make the cut. You just suddenly notice you are already feeling something, and you assume, naturally, that the world did that to you. It did not. He did. In here. And you cannot skip him. Try it. Try feeling guilty right now without first thinking a single guilty thought. Go on. You cannot. Try feeling furious without queuing up one single infuriating thought. Impossible. There is no feeling that arrives without the director cueing it first. No cue, no music, no thought, no feeling. Every single time. So follow that all the way to the end, because it goes somewhere enormous. If a feeling cannot exist without a thought holding it up, then your unhappiness is not being caused by your life. It is not your circumstances. It is not your bank balance, your inbox, your jeans, or your rotten Tuesday. Those are just footage. Your unhappiness is the edit running on top of the footage. And the moment the thinking stops, there is nothing left to hold the bad feeling in place. It has got nothing to stand on. It just fades to black. Now I have to be straight with you for a second, because this is where cheap versions of this idea get it wrong. I am not telling you to just think happy thoughts and everything vanishes. Sometimes the gear in here genuinely malfunctions. Sometimes the wiring is off, the chemistry is off, and that is real, and it is nobody's fault. When the equipment itself is faulty, you call a technician. You get help. There is zero shame in that. It is the smartest thing a director can do. All I am saying is this: even then, thought is the fuel. It is the thing that takes a spark and feeds it into a fire. And the fuel is the part you can learn to stop pouring. Here is what I am not going to tell you to do. I am not going to tell you to shut the studio down. You cannot, and you would not want to. Thinking is the best equipment you own. It wrote the music. It built the cameras. A life with no thought would be a blank screen. The goal is much smaller and much sneakier than that. The goal is just to notice the booth. That is it. Because the instant you realize there is a director in here, quietly grading your entire life, you stop being only the guy on the screen. You get a hand on the dials. Same footage. Same boring, ordinary, beautiful footage. You just learned you were the one editing it. And that is the first cut. Roll credits.